Yo, what's up? I'm back. Welcome to Game Day Gospel. Game Day Gospel. I said Gospel. Game Day Gospel as we talk about the week in the EPL, the week of what we Americans call soccer. It's a good weekend, man. I'm glad we're back from international break. It's been to me, a very long couple of weeks. But we are welcome to see real football back, club football back, our teams back on the pitch talking junk. Football beef is the best. So, first of all, let's do all the housekeeping. Thank you. I want to thank you guys for listening, supporting. And we're looking for big things in 2024, man. We're looking for big things and continue growth and continue to support. So I thank you for those who are supporting them. But let's continue to push the word out. Support these episodes, share it, put it in your group chats, comment, follow. Again, if you're on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, either way, follow the podcast, add a comment, add a rating to the podcast. So it means a lot. And thank you for those who have done it thus far. It's allowed this to grow greater than I ever thought it would. So, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter and TikTok. If you want to talk some junk, if you want to sit there and go back and forth with me, that's the best place to do them. I'm real active on Twitter, so make sure you get back. You get at me whenever you get a chance to. But housekeeping out the way, let's talk about the games. Yo, the boys are back. The boys are back. To my point, maybe it's the coach. The coach wasn't on the touchline today. He was sitting in his stand like an old homeless Irishman, with his derby on, very freaking Kango in the stands. But I don't know. Maybe he's the issue because the team actually played its best soccer of the entire season. I think we've had a couple of spurts where 5-10 minutes here and there of a couple of goals and stealing a game, but in terms of complete performance, that's probably our best complete performance. I think our best game we played this year outside of this game from start to finish was probably maybe the Arsenal game. The Arsenal game was the only game that we had lapses and we lost, and a couple of lapses here and there. That's the only game we've played that we deserve to get points from. From the Wolves game on and everything in between, we should have lost. And the Arsenal game was the only game that I could say, hey, we played decently. And for at least a half, we outplayed, if not matched, Arsenal's effort on the pitch. But today was crazy. First sparked off by Garnacho and right now the goal of the year. Everyone's comparing it to the Wayne Rooney bicycle kick. It's up there. It's gonna be hard to have a goal better than that. I think he's listened to the podcast and heard how I challenged him, and he responded. Good goal. But the thing with Garnacho is this though, that how do I put it? We need complete quality. The YouTube pictures, the YouTube videos, and the clips and the Twitter clips, those are cool. It's good to talk junk about. It's good, but we need good quality football, good decision making, good first touch, score when you're supposed to score. Don't turn to Pogba, because Pogba was the guy that will give you a clip or two every single game of a crazy pass or a crazy move. But then when it comes to overall quality, the quality was lacking. As much as I'm hyped over that crazy goal, but looking at the perspective of, hey, let's have growth, let's be a decent squad, we need to see a level of growth with this guy. So again, that was dope. 3 minutes in, pass with Delot, and Delot sat here and passed the ball off, and that was cool. But ultimately, end of the day, we needed to make sure that we had the proper the proper just quality from him. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for quality. I'm looking for great play. I'm looking for great movements. I'm looking for consistency. These are the things we're looking for from Garnacho. We know he had it, but it's just a matter of getting it done. Luke Shaw came back. Kobe Mainu was in the midfield with McTominay. He played well, solid, bro. He played well during the preseason too, so he's solid player. We'll see how that works out. I guess once again, Mason Mount is out of a job, so and this looks like outside of Martial, playing in the number 9 instead of Hoyland. This was his. This looked like the coach's preferred starting 11 at this point, and I've said in the past, we have enough talent to win against these mid-table teams. We got a big test coming up. We play on Saturday. We play Newcastle. That's a big test for us. I need to see a level of let's see, because last time we played them, don't forget they slapped us up. They slapped us up. So now we need to sit here and show a level of growth, a level of progress, a level of getting things together. So we're playing at St. James Park, which is not an easy place to play, on Saturday, 3 p.m. I cannot wait for that game. I'm going to make sure my calendar is clear. I have nothing that day until I'm to sit down and watch my team play. So that's a big game. This is a litmus test to see where we're at, to see, how the team is moving, how the team is playing. This game is a litmus test to see how good we are. Everton is, they're Everton, and they're also at a place where they're in disarray as a result of the whole 10-point deduction, et cetera, et cetera. So we need to see how well these guys are going to play. I think this is a good barometer to see how good we are, because against these top teams, these top 4 or 5 teams, it's not only that we lose, but we get embarrassed. 7-0 against Liverpool. This last game against Man City, where it was like practice, skill games. I'll call it skill games. So I want to make sure we progress, we play well, and we do what we have to do. We play this, it's back to back, and then next Wednesday, we play Chelsea. It's a tough stretch, man. As we get people back and healthy, I want to see what goes on. I want to see what's happening with the squad and see how things are going. So yeah, I mean, I don't have much negativity to say. We're 6th in the EPL right now, 6 points behind first place Arsenal. The fact that we had such a horrible season and that we're only 6 points off the top spot is amazing. Again, this game is key. This game is key. This game against Newcastle is a good barometer of how good we are. See, before that, we of course play Galatasaray in the Champions League in Turkey. Yeah, I mean, yo, you see, we'll see if Kobe is a bad man, because that's gonna be a pressure environment. And if these guys could put up the same performance or close to it against Galatasaray, that's gonna be a big result. Not only for Champions League, obviously, no Rashford, of course. So we'll see. Does he put Palestri? I like Palestri there, or does he put his boy Anthony back? That's the question from the coach. What does he do without Rashford on Wednesday? I'm a fan of Palestri. Palestri, to me, I like his composure. I like his quality, like the class of what he brings to the team. So to me, I think he's the right guy to start, but it may show age. But Anthony might be the perfect guy for that environment, because he's not scared of anyone, bro. He's a goon. He's a goon, bro. So he sat there. He might go there and try to fight the crowd and beat up the Turkish mafia. So he might have the right persona and right mental makeup for such a big game. So I wouldn't be surprised if Anthony starts. But outside of that, man, how can we be upset? How can we complain? First Premier League win by more than one goal this entire year. Great to see all our three forward score. You know what I'm saying? Rashford, Martial, and again, of course, Garnacho. See, the thing is, we also have to give respect to Bruno. Bruno having Rashford take the penalty was being a good captain. He realized dude was in a bad mental space. Bro came out with some bronze hair. So he's still crap. he still did not play well today. But the fact that he got it and tried to sit here and maybe find something by having him play is dope. And I really like to see what happens. I really like to see what goes on here. So yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what goes on again. I like to sit here and see. I think Bruno played well too, man. A couple of good passes. That's the Bruno we look for. That's the Bruno that is plays for Portugal, man. That level of quality, and he played really, really well today. Like the guys that outside of Rashford, the guys that I normally get upset about, like the coach, though he wasn't there, like Bruno, these guys played well, man. And let's not get it messed up. It's Everton, right? So we can't get too hype about it. But I have to give kudos. I have to give credit where credit to. The team played well. Bruno really stepped up like a captain. I still don't like the pouting and the constant whining and complaining like a woman. But outside of that move, I like that he had with the move he had by giving Rashford the penalty was cool. Similar to what Arteta did to Havertz. And let Havertz take the penalty to kind of hopefully jumpstart him. Didn't work for Havertz. Don't know if it's going to work for Rashford. Rashford's more of a mental case. So these things might be exactly what he needs. So it's crazy to see how well he plays on international duty, similar to Bruno. But yet when he gets back to the team, he plays like crud. But I hate to say it. If he continues to play this way, he may have to get dropped. It's interesting to see what we're going to do in January. It's about a bunch of moves, but I think we need to make sure that we get some defensive help, bro. We need to make sure we shore up our defense. Like before we work on forwards, we can sit here and figure that out, but we have to make sure our defense gets it right. And like I said, get some Africans. So right now we're sitting here, and apparently Varane is out. So Varane is not in a good mood, and he's not in good relationship with the coach. So this Lindelof Maguire pairing, I guess, unless we have injury, unless something happens, is going to be the pairing at center back. Don't like it, but I'm at a point with this team where I just gotta accept stuff, bro. I can't fight it. I just want us to get top 4 and progress and play better. I really am optimistic about this new regime and leadership to get a better quality, better product on the pitch. But we shall see. What else happened this weekend? Oh, a couple of big games. Liverpool, Man City. I mean, I don't know, man. Liverpool. If I'm honest, I think Liverpool getting that was a good result for the pool, because they didn't start off well, and they don't do a good job after the international break. First game, 7:30 Eastern time after international break. It never bodes well for these guys. But these guys came in, they did a good job. They did what they're supposed to do. They got a point. Sometimes that's all you can need against Man City. Let's get a point. So they got the point. They're good to go. Let's see. I mean, their spot in the top four seems close to being secured, because we have Arsenal, Man City, and the pool. The Spurs are as I predicted, are tumbling. It's going to be Newcastle and Man U fighting for that fourth position. That's how it's going to end up. But again, good strong play. Darwin Núñez was Darwin when he almost gripped up Pep. he almost ragged up Pep, but Klopp came in. Klopp knows his team. Like, nah, this nigga right here about to get in trouble. Ever get to go to the club and you had that cat, you're like, this cat's on one today. Let me keep my eye on him because I know he's gonna try to get in a fight with somebody or do something stupid. That's Darwin. Every game, bro. Every game, Darwin is on one, bro. Fam. Trying to rag up Pep. Nah, you can't do stuff like that. You can't do stuff like that, man. So he sat there and it was a good job, man. It was a good game, a good type of thing. Doku did his thing. Doku's playing well, bro. He's playing well. I don't know if about people. I read somewhere he's the best winger in the league. I'm like, pump your brakes. But he's playing well. He's playing well. A lot of it is, of course, is Pep and his tutelage, but he's doing well. He to me, he played well versus the pool. He did his thing. I ain't mad at all. So with that being said, they got their one. Arsenal also didn't play well. They were able to salvage 3 points by winning against Brentford. Last minute goal by Kai Havertz. You know what's crazy about that game to me? You know why it's crazy to me this game is because Arsenal didn't play well. It reminds me of the Philadelphia Eagles. They're at the top of the league, great win-loss record, but when you look at their game, they're not playing well. So you sit there and you're like, yo, this team is gonna lose eventually. And that's what I see about Arsenal. I say Arsenal, their quality is not there, but one of the reasons why you think they may win it is because they have this luck. I don't want to say luck, but this resilience. Luck is, it might sound real condescending, but it's not really luck. But they have this ability to never be out of any game. When I sat there, I was watching that game, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to get hype. Arsenal's going to find a way to win this game. They're going to score late. They're going to win this game 1-0. And that's exactly what happened. So I'm sitting here watching this game. But these type of dubs is a gift and a curse. It depends on the team. Because you could sit here and say, yo, because you did this, man, you know what? This team has some type of aura with them that will mean for them to win a championship. That's the way I'm leaning towards. But it also could say, like, their luck will eventually run out. And they're going to have to be at a place where they sit there and actually win games. When they play real games, when they play Liverpool again and Liverpool figures things out, and when they play Man City again with the entire squad, that type of luck that they rely upon is not going to be available to them to win these games. They have to get better. But 3 points is 3 points. You definitely take it. But it's the same issue we had with Man City with Man U last year. Folks like, oh yeah, we're back, Carabao Cup, top 4, yeah, man. But then when you look at the quality of play, when you look deeper at the stats with a very low goal diff, you're like, yo, this team is not right. And this is why when I came into the year, folks asked Ron, what is the prediction? Bro, top 4 and the trophy besides Carabao. I was not saying we're title contenders because I seen it, bro. I seen the stuff. I seen the issue. And a lot of folks are sitting here and they're overlooking it. So, big ups to Arsenal for getting the dub, but also like we have to also acknowledge the holes in their game. Spurs lost. They continue their tumble against Villa. Also, Chelsea. That Chelsea Newcastle game was crazy. It was a good game. I watched most of that. Chelsea has a ways to go because they were a bit of disarray. It was like 10 minutes, 2 goals. The game was done. Thiago gave the ball away. Silva gave the ball away. They scored another goal and it was done. They were in disarray. That's the problem with these teams, and they can't deal with adversity. As soon as they get punched in the mouth, they start doing dumb stuff. And Newcastle capitalizes on that. They do a great job with getting people feel a bad way. You know what I'm saying? And get into a level of disarray. Like that's what Arsenal down Newcastle does. Especially at home. They sit there and get you like all losing your head. And you sit like, oh my God, pressure. And you start messing up. You know what I mean? For lack of a better term. So long story short, Chelsea has a ways to go. Newcastle's on smoke. We see them on Sunday. That's, to me, is the game of the week. It would have been City Spurs, but Spurs are tumbling without their invincible nature. They're struggling. So next week could be a good week of a lot of decision making and difference. But before that, we got to go to Turkey and play Galatasaray and see what they say and see what happens. And I'll talk about it during the week, but that's the key. Like all this excitement and sharing goals, it's cool, man. The goal was dope. I see bigger things. I'm focused on better things. I'm focused on goals. My focus is on getting dubs and playing good quality soccer because goals are cool. So it's only 1 point. I don't care how nice it is. There's no extra point for your goal. There's 1 point. And I want to make sure that we play better football. So, good weekend. But at the end of the day, now what? Everton's one thing, but Galatasaray in Istanbul is different. Newcastle next week is different. What are you guys going to end up doing? Let's not celebrate. Let's not get too hyped. Let's not sit there and be like, oh, we are not back. Because though we played well, there's a lot of things we got to improve on. Everton had a couple of chances. Gay had a sick shot from the outside foot. Onana made a save. Onana probably had one of his best games, if not his best game in with Manchester United today. A couple of big time saves. Control the game from the back. Pause. He was able to do all these things. So I think it's cool. Let's see what goes on and see what happens. Let's take it from there. But if we can continue this, then we're gonna be all right. So we get reinforcements. But tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you feel. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me on TikTok. Make sure you leave a comment, share, follow, all that good stuff. Thank you for listening. Appreciate you guys. God bless y'all. Peace.